So yesterday I was kind of doing my first testing of live arena and my initial impressions, and I basically got into the issue that I mentioned many times, maybe too many times, that I'm struggling to have a good second nuker, and I thought that it was about time to try different alternatives that I could do. Like, my main nuker is of course Rotos, and the second nuker in Classic Arena it kind of depends on matchup, but lately I've been, for the last 6 months, I've mostly been using Gala as my second nuker. Previously, before Blessings, Tranda used to be my main nuker and so on. It kind of changes between the times and the meta. But I think it's again time to adjust, and I don't think Gala will be great for live arena. So I actually, as you can see, I took most of her gear away. And I'm gonna try a few different nukers. I already had some other strategies in mind. I tried to build a nuke Valkyrie, but it just I wasn't too impressed. I don't have an insane gear on her, and I don't have a Siffy, so it was kind of hard to make her work, but I might try it later and try some other options. But one that really came to my mind was Errol. I think the third video that I made on my account was actually about the Errol buff that was a month ago or 2 months ago. And let me quickly show. I kind of went through the math in that video. Basically, the short version is that it's not like he's gonna be as good as Baron. Baron is gonna be around 1/3 more damage. Here is a spreadsheet that compares the damage in this takes into account masteries and all the stuff that you will basically see in arena usually. And here we can see the damage numbers depending what champions enemy has in the team that reduces damage. But usually you will see some of these at least. But basically it's gonna be around 1/3 more damage from Baron nuke than Errol nuke. And then Errol has another disadvantage that he's a force affinity, and that is kind of why I didn't end up using him in Classic Arena instead of Gala. I think both of them work, and I could use him in the same team as Gala, though at the time Mortus were very popular and they are a lot less popular right now, so that is one of the other reasons I didn't use him. But the main reason is that he will weak hit on Duchess and Mortu, and that will make the fights last a lot longer if he gets weak hits on Duchess. Now in Classic Arena, we don't really care about the time, we're just trying to win the fight, so I thought that I should give him a second chance in this format. He isn't gonna be the best nuker in the game, but he is pretty easy to gear, considering you only need 70% crit rate on him. And I have kind of decent gear on him. And also he has kind of decent interaction with his A3, that if it gets a kill, then it gives him extra turn. And then you can rotate the cooldown of his A2 a bit faster. So yeah, in this video I think I'll try it in practice. I really liked Ukko, and I feel like most teams want to carry some kind of speed threat. It could be Ukko, it could be Kaimar, Lockout, there is many other options. But Ukko is actually kind of viable option as well, and it's the one that I happen to have, so I will definitely keep using him. But yeah, let me quickly show you the build so you can see what we're talking about. Of course I had pretty good gear on Errol, and I basically put my best gear on him. Now, I could make him hit harder, but I kind of wanted to have a decent speed on him as well, so I could have boots with attack ascension as well, but they would be a lot slower. And I wanted him to be fast so that usually most teams in live arena, they have revivers, and I need him to be able to rotate his cooldowns and get multiple turns. But let's see how Errol plays out in practice. I've been kind of having I don't know, ups and downs and mixed feelings about live arena, that sometimes it's pretty interesting and fun, then some fights are just super frustrating if we have like 30-minute fight or if it's a team that I have no chance of beating. But overall, maybe live arena is still good for the game, but I will say that it is very time consuming and 10 fights a day is too much. Like maybe it should be like certain amount of fights on a weekly basis instead of daily basis. I mean, of course you can opt in to do it and it's not mandatory, but for a player like me that cares about arena and that's the goal in the game, it is almost mandatory. Like I kind of want to do it even if I don't really find it ultra fun. I mean, I don't hate it, but I mean, I don't know, maybe I need to try it more and get better like impressions about this. Okay, yeah, this kind of looks one of those fights that I'm probably gonna have a pretty hard time and not gonna enjoy this. Like, I'm not gonna be able to deal with lockout well, so I probably want to ban it, and then I'm gonna hit the wall with like double force like affinity, and like both UDK and Harima counter Rotos massively. Probably I can beat him if like he doesn't have a team that can kill me easily, but it will take super long time. But let's just go with the team that I was originally planning to do, and I don't think he will ban Rotos because Rotos is so hard countered, but if he does end up banning him, I think Errol might be able to deal with this team though pretty decent. Like, I'm definitely gonna ban the Yumeko unless he picks a second lockout. In which case, I don't know what I can do about this. Maybe I should have picked UDK, yeah. It is kind of hard, like, do you want to save nuker as the last pick so that the enemy can't counter the second nuker? Or do you want to save something else as the last pick so that you can counter the enemy nuker? Like, maybe I should have picked something, like I should have picked Errol before instead so that I could pick UDK against his Rotos. But yeah, I think I must ban Yumeko. I'm not faster and I can't deal with it well. I'm kind of... I mean, I guess it makes sense to ban Duchess because my team isn't gonna be tanky without her, but I thought he was gonna ban one of the nukers actually. But yeah, this is one of those interesting quirks that kind of makes live arena and classic arena different. That here you always have to pick two nukers, because if you just pick one, it might get banned. And oftentimes enemy will just let you have two nukers and ban something else instead and make your team a bit squishier. But yeah, the stun nuko is definitely doing work here. It is a godsend to me. I guess this guy isn't very like this Duchess doesn't look tanky at all, but he does have a Harima, so oh yeah, Harima and UDK, so I'm not gonna one-shot it easily, but it doesn't, maybe it's in resistance build, I'm not sure. It looks to be very low HP Duchess, so. But yeah, definitely having AoE nuker is like, I needed it. Like, if I was doing this fight with Gala, like, I don't think Gala would make enough dent when, like, when he would still have, like, even if if she does her A1 that does multi-hit, it's still gonna have one of those hits reflected and it's not gonna be enough damage. Yeah, I'll probably save my cooldown for later. Maybe I can kill UDK with the A3 and like get extra turn, because I don't want to waste it on his stone skin. I mean, it could be possible to, if he had accuracy, he might be able to steal it, but he doesn't have a lot of accuracy and I don't want to gamble it. Yeah, he only has 115 accuracy, so that he wouldn't proc sheep against anything. You could build some accuracy on him, like I said before, these live arena matches are gonna be a bit more hectic and it's not really possible to get 100% like win rate, and people use a lot more debuffs than they do in Classic Arena. Because there you can pick your matchups and people are trying to pick teams that they can't lose to. So they are not taking any risks and they are trying to get like fast and safe fights. But here people are kind of taking risks in order to win some fights. And that's why people even like risk getting cheap on their nukers. Like I see people using nukers like Leorios, or even I saw one of my clanmate Authentic was using Raman to nuker, which seemed very interesting to me. Maybe I will try Raman to nuker later as well. He does have decent multipliers, so it isn't terrible. And like, I'm not really sure if I can get the gold in live arena. Like, I kind of need to do more of it so that I can know. But in gold, when you can pick the same champions as enemy, and also you ban one champion from both teams, you're gonna need 3 nukers. Like, even 2 nukers isn't gonna be enough. So maybe I will try Ramantu as my 3rd nuker. Yeah, this seems pretty long fight. I think this guy doesn't have like insane gear. If he had very good gear, he probably would beat me with this matchup. Like, I probably, maybe if I had UDK instead of Necret, this might be better team for me, but this matchup isn't really like favoring me right now. Come on, let's get some kills. Nope. Yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't have attack buff, so attack buff, and then they have Harima as well, so it is gonna be mitigated a lot. But also, he isn't really super threatening to me either. Come on, get the weakest. No, fuck. I guess that's it. I don't think I can make a comeback here. No? Can I do it? I'm not sure if she has revive. I guess she does. Yeah, it's a fast build, yeah. Because it's so, like, it wasn't tanky build at all. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this fight. What could I pick differently against a team like this? If I had UDK instead of Necret, would that do it? I'm not sure if the like Duchess would be very good here, or some other reviver. Even if it wasn't. Because the Ukko isn't very tanky, I kind of want to run Ukko with a 2nd reviver. Can I make a comeback? Come on, get the counter attack. I can still win this. Yes, we got counter attack. I think that means we won. Nice. Easy. Yeah, that's fun when it happens, but it's not fun when it happens the other way around. That you're like, you have 4 champions left and enemy has 1 Rotos, and then in the end he still wins. That was kind of coin toss there, that is the mastery gonna proc and is my Rotos gonna counter attack? And if he does, then I won the fight. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I should do differently about this, because this matchup doesn't favor me, so I should have picked something else against this. Yeah, maybe if I just... maybe I don't want to pick Ukko too early, I will save it later. Maybe I will try in some fights that I will use Python and Duchess, so that I have like a more tanky reviver. Like some of the other champions that I might use is like Mortu and Python and maybe even Mitrala. Like Mitrala and Ukko could definitely be annoying combination, especially if I get if I make Mitrala faster. I think was it Authentic as well? Somebody was talking about nuke Mitrala. I'm pretty sure I saw somebody saying it as a joke. That could be kind of fun build as well. Yeah, Mitrala has okay scaling. It would kind of be plausible. Yeah, maybe I need to try a bit more unorthodox builds to get some advantage, because if my teams are very predictable and my champions are not the best as it is, like, my win rate is not gonna be high. But should I just go with the same thing? Maybe I will save the Rotos pick for later, because it is kind of annoying if they pick UDK against me every time. I'm not really sure what should I do, like, should I save the nuker for last, or should I save a support pick for last? It is, yeah, it is very hard choice. Both of them kind of depends. I need to think about it more. Okay, this team doesn't seem like very hard fight for me. Yeah, I can deal with this. Maybe I should even pick Python just in case, so I have one tanky reviver. I don't even need Ukko here, I just want to survive this, so let's go with, yeah, Python. My Python is in like 6-piece stone skin, and in like a kind of fast and kind of tanky build. I think it's like maybe 210 speed and 125k HP and 5k defense, something like that. Ah, fuck, he has Taras as the last champion. Who do I want to ban, Taras or Warlord? Well, Errol is not gonna be able to do anything if I don't ban Warlord, and yeah, I must ban Warlord. I want to ban Taras, but if he bans Rotos and I don't ban Warlord, then I will lose. Yeah, okay, I could have banned Taras there. It is what it is. Yeah, Errol is definitely not gonna be the solution for everything, but it will work against some fights. Like, the last fight wasn't the best example because the enemy had Harima and UDK and I didn't even have attack buff on my Errol. But he's definitely gonna hit decently hard against this team. If he survives, and I guess I need to first revive him, like he's not gonna get turned right now. Yeah, see how tanky that Rotos is, like, trying to with his double hit. Rotos didn't have anything, like, not even a shield, and he still didn't die to it. Both of these are in stone skin. I don't have any bolster in this team or anything. He only had whatever it's called. Not bone armor, but Ward of the Fallen. Yeah, it's kind of confusing because the buff is called bone armor, but then the mastery is called, or the blessing is called Ward of the Fallen. I always conflate those two. But yeah, I mean, these fights are kind of clunky and slow, and this definitely isn't like a top tier team, so like, I'm having a good time right now, but yeah, maybe I need to come back in a few days when I have climbed more in this and then say my opinions, because right now I feel like I'm getting two good fights for me. This guy doesn't have like better roster than me, like he does have Taras, but this isn't like insane team. But yeah, thank God I picked the 2 revivers. Taras is still insanely OP even if he has just Taras. Yeah, this is also super slow climb. Like, I saw that some players already did like can we see it? Yeah, some people did like hundreds of fights already, and there are like 1.5k points. It's gonna take, I don't know how many hours, like tens of hours to climb there. Like, it's so many fights. But I guess they are just rushing it in the first few days. Yeah, like, I guess this is like the beta testing, as they're saying, that can't really get the best impression out of it until like next week and everybody gets it, and maybe 1 week later when everybody has like climbed up a bit and we get matched up with more our level accounts. But yeah, I mean, I'm still like, I thought that I would become a lot different champions in this format and not use the same teams as much as I do in Classic Arena. But it seems like I'm still mostly using the same champions and teams. I mean, I definitely need to build some champions and try a bit different like comps. But I need to build, like, if I want to make a Nuke Ramant or Nuke Mithrala or something else, I need to build all of them, and I can't have multiple of them at once, so I'm still gonna end up using the same champions, mostly. Yeah, I'm not sure what you guys think, like, is it best to save nuker pick for last or one support pick to counter enemy nuker as last? I honestly don't really know. Like, yeah, this happened again. He's gonna pick UDK because I picked Trolls, but this team doesn't look very threatening at all, actually. Like, even if he picks UDK against me, with this team, there is no threat, and I can just slowly, like, kill it. I guess I did pick UDK, so Mortu can kind of fuck me up there, but I think even then it will be fine. Maybe I will pick... should I go without attack buff? Oh, then I will have no heals. Nah, I should go with Duchess. Fuck, now I don't have Gala geared, so I can't go with a single target nuker route. And then he's gonna ban my Rotos and... Fuck, I must go with Errol. I don't have gear on Gala, so I can't really use her. I mean, this team doesn't look super threatening, but I might still lose it if I just get unlucky with Mortu, I guess. Okay, so Harima is probably his, like, it's a lockout champion. I mean, it's a nuker. It's his second nuker. I guess I should ban it. I mean, I'm gonna, in this fight, I'm definitely gonna ban either Mortu or Harima. But, yeah, let's go with Mortu, actually. Let's let him pick the Harima. Yeah. Yeah, Harima is one of those champions that people build it kind of differently. Like, some people build it as a tank and low speed, and some people build it as a support. Okay, I have no idea what this build is. Is it a nuker? It's in 4-piece stone skin. Like, if he's gonna build it as a tank, it should be in 6-piece, but it's so low HP that it's probably still in the nuker build and not in a support build. Okay, yeah, this team doesn't look super, like, scary to me right now. And when he doesn't pair the Marichka with a second reviver, so that they can keep reviving each other's, her passive isn't as big deal as it could be otherwise. Yeah, that Errol nuke isn't very impressive though. I mean, it wasn't again with attack buff and the enemy had Harima passive, but still. If it was like Baron, it would still do some damage against them. Or Taras, or like any of the meta nukers. Honestly, I'm still kind of disappointed about the Errol nuke, because I was expecting it to be like... It is so close to being good, but it's kind of just falling short of being good. It is kind of disappointing. If they, like... If he had a bit more ignore defense, or if... yeah, if he had more ignore defense, it would be good. He has decent multiplier. He does have ignore defense. It almost looks like Baron nuke, but it's just worse. And of course he's force affinity, so it adds even more problems to it. Am I actually getting owned in this fight? I'm not doing too well. I mean, okay, my team is very squishy to be fair, but I thought that Maybe I wasted the revive here, I maybe should have waited a bit with it. But he might have actually very hard time killing my Python just with this Harima. Because my Python isn't like 100 speed, it is decent speed build. So it is gonna get back those cooldowns eventually. Yeah, I don't think this Harima can... I mean, it is in stone skin, so it isn't like savage. Yeah, I guess I kind of picked a bad team here again, and I got saved because of like my gear. Like, yeah, this isn't the great matchup. Like, yesterday I was having great success with Ukko, and I think generally he is good. But yeah, probably I would need dodges in some of these fights. Like, this Ukko build is very squishy. Like, well, I did have the Python for that reason here, but yeah. And for not having like attack buff is kind of hurting me here. Too bad there isn't really many like options for like HP or defense scaling nukers. I don't really have many great ones that I really want to use. Like, I was trying a few options and maybe I will try some, but it didn't turn out so far like I hoped it would. Yeah, in this team, when he doesn't have Taras, it's a lot less like threatening that it would be otherwise, because if he had Taras, then my Rotos would die if he kills Maritzka now or hits it, because Taras would retaliate and one-shot it. But now it isn't anywhere as like scary. Yeah, I don't know about the Errol. Like, Errol was a error, I guess. It isn't tanky, and it just... This team wasn't like that insane in gear, but even then it still didn't do a dent to it. Okay, in the next fight, I definitely must pick attack buff with Errol. And let's see if we can get some actual like nukes with him. And maybe I need to look at other options, like what HP scaling nukers I have. I got the monkey champion, I don't remember what it's called, but it didn't seem super great. Like, it had I can't remember the name out of the top of my head, but it had passive similar to Cupido's, but just way worse one. Like, when he gets crit, he takes less damage and retaliates or something. And he has a chance to stun with his A1, I think. Okay, so here, this time definitely I will pick the Justice. I don't want to do another fight without attack buff. My Errol just doesn't have enough damage to kill people without the buff. Yeah, Force Affinity of course is just so big issue. Like, I mean, Mountain King would be interesting choice, but it's not gonna work against any Duchess teams, so... Is he gonna pick UDK again? I feel like Rotos is gonna get banned so often, or then they're gonna pick UDK. It's... Should I just go with the same team? Fuck it. Let's just go with the same stuff and let's see what happens. Let's get a bit more broader, like, testing view out of this. Yeah, that's not a nice team. If I ban the Baron, then if I ban Warlord, then the Baron is gonna fuck me up if I use Errol. Like, there's no way I can use Errol. Maybe I should just go with Morto against this team and just let the dice roll and see what happens. Yeah, I guess I'm still gonna have to ban the... should I ban the Warlord? I'm kind of on the fence. Do I want to ban Warlord or Baron? Let's ban the Baron. I do have some decent amount of sheep here, so the Leorios is gonna like run into trouble. So I guess he could just A1 me if he wants to. Like, yeah, maybe this wasn't the best choice after all. I mean, I doubt he's gonna just A1 me, but we will see. Well, I guess even the Warlord Lockout can proc more to Burial, so yeah, he's probably gonna still like do a normal fight and do AoE with Leorios. And my Ukko might be enough fast that he can rotate his A3 anyway, and I can maybe even kill them without Burial. I mean, it's gonna take some time, but it is possible. But yeah, I don't know, this feels like we're just butting heads, and this isn't like some like super like chess like high IQ strategy match. Like, we're just seeing what champions we have and what gear we have, and then butting our heads together and doing like 10-minute fight. I don't know, like arena content is so much like my thing, but this just feels very tedious. Maybe I need to start driving accounts like everybody else is doing, so I can start enjoying the game. I have kind of been avoiding it, and I always wanted to push like platinum on my own account and not buy or play on other people's accounts. But maybe if I want to enjoy live arena, maybe that's the only way to do it. Unless I get some miracle and pull like multiple like top tier champions in the near future. Yeah, this is gonna be like 2-hour fight. Yeah, I can definitely win this, but it's gonna take forever. Like, this guy doesn't have insane gear, I can tell from his speeds and his dashes build and so on. And his Leorios doesn't do insane amount of damage. So I'm not sure if he can even kill me with this team, like, at any point. Eventually, like, I will definitely kill him even with the Mortu, like, A2s because of Ukko. But it's gonna take forever. Well, maybe I can't even kill him, I'm not sure. I can definitely kill a few of his champions, but I'm not sure if I can finish his team without proccing Burial on Mortu. We will see. But it's gonna be the same deal for him, like, with the constant attack debuffs, like, his Leorios is not gonna do crap against me. Yeah, this is what the arena content in this game has come to. Oh, I actually procced Burial. I guess then the fight is over. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I feel about Mortu. Like, I don't really want to pick him as nuker very often, because I don't like to gamble on these fights, but it felt like this was the only choice here. Like, well, yeah, because the Warlord and Baron kind of put my Errol in a chessmate, that against either one of those, the Errol is not gonna work. Like, he's never gonna get his cooldowns back against Warlord, and he's gonna get one shot by Baron, so... Can I still lose this because of Leorio's passive? I might. Maybe I shouldn't have hit him just there. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna lose actually. Only 5-minute fight. Plus 2-minute like pick and ban phase. Does he have a lockout? I guess he does have it. No? Can I win? Ah, okay, he died. Yeah, Mordu just isn't the best choice. I don't know, maybe I should have picked Errol and banned Warlord instead. I'm falling asleep doing these fights. Level 95 opponent. Yeah, this is gonna be hard team for me. Maybe I should build a fast Kaimar for this content as well, just to make it more annoying to the enemy teams. Wait, did I pick... Oh, okay, I didn't pick him. Good. I thought I screwed myself over there. So here is the same issue again, that if I ban either one of these, then Errol is not gonna have a good like time. Like either one of these is gonna fuck up my Errol. So yeah, maybe I still need to... Oh my god, Evan has Baron. Yeah, maybe I do need to like save the support pick for last slot instead of a nuker, because I don't really have other choice anyway. Though I'm not sure if any of my nukers could have really countered this team. Maybe I could have used resist Kaimar. I assume it's gonna be, or it's definitely gonna be a nuke Valkyrie, so... Yeah, I don't think I have stand a chance against this team, but I still must ban Warlord because... Oh, he banned Rotos. Because, like, Errol is not gonna do anything if he's locked out. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting like... I'm falling asleep or getting depression doing these fights. Wait, that wasn't a nuke Valkyrie? I thought for sure it had to be a nuker. Maybe it is a nuker, but it's not like in Savage, it's in some other set. I was kind of having the same issue that my Valkyrie didn't hit very hard, but yeah, that feels like nothing. Wait, what happened here? I need to rewatch this. Like, how did his Baron not end me? I guess I was just outgearing him. I'm not really sure what happened here. This should have been easy win for him with this team comp. Yeah, I need to watch that later. Like, I was like thinking about other stuff and I wasn't fully aware like how was it possible that I won. Like, his Baron should have one-shot my team, but whatever. Yeah, this is very tedious. Like, I don't want to complain too much, but yeah. It would be fun if they would like let us rent teams from other players or something like that. If I could use champions from like other people, then I could enjoy this. Yeah, I guess he has Warlord, but this Supreme Elhain doesn't look super like intimidating. I was actually thinking about like trying her as well. Like, I don't have masteries on her yet, but I do have her. But she's kind of similar to Errol actually. Errol's AoE nuke hits a lot harder, but then she does have the... yeah, fuck. I should have picked Errol earlier and picked UDK here instead of Ukko. But yeah, she does a lot of less AoE damage than Errol. But then she is Void Affinity and doesn't have the same issue with dodges as Errol does. And her A3 is very good. It's a bit better than Errol's A3, even though they're kind of similar. And she can definitely kill some champions through Necret ally protection. Like, of course it's not gonna kill my Rotos, but it could kill many other champions, like maybe Candy or some other nuker. But those aren't really in meta, so I feel like there is really not an opportunity to use the Supreme Elhain A3 super well. But maybe it will, at some point in the future metas, maybe it will be good. But yeah, I feel like right now the Supreme Elhain just doesn't really have a spot, or I couldn't find one at least. And then in my clan, some people were kind of, well, many people were like sarcastically waiting to get her, but some people were actually interested about getting her. But I don't think I have seen anybody use her after the first like few days after people were trying her out. Kind of like my Errol, I guess, that on paper it seems almost good, but it doesn't really play out in practice. Errol was apparently the first champion I got on my account as well. It would be kind of cool if he was actually usable or decent in the meta. But yeah, I think this is gonna be like a kind of loss for like my Errol. I'm not super impressed by his performance. Like, I guess I have to use what I have to use, but he's not gonna like be a big game changer for me. He's kind of my like last resort and like my desperate attempt to have a second nuker. I guess this is still gonna be easy win, but yeah, this doesn't have the best team again. I'm so afraid what I will meet later, because some of those other arena players, as I showed before, they are at like 1.5k points right now, and they did 200 arena fights. So I'm not really meeting those players right now. I'm only meeting these like more casual or like newer players into the game, and it's not really a fair matchup unless they have a lot better champions than me, because I have much better gear than all of these people. Yeah, both Errol and Elhain have that mechanic that the A3 like grants them extra turn, and you can rotate the cooldowns on other skills faster. I guess hers is kind of better, a slightly better version, because I think it also resets the cooldown, unlike Errol, but Errol's A2 is only 3 turn cooldown, so it almost does it anyway. Yeah, that is a long fight. Like, imagine doing like 10 or even more than 10 of these every day. Like, as some people are doing even way more than that, but yeah. That's like 3.5 minutes plus 2 minutes to queue into this fight and the pick and ban phase, so like 5 minutes maybe. And some fights are gonna be way longer than this. Wow, it's gonna be... Wasn't I think the points for the max rewards is... Do I remember it wrong? Was it 4.8k or 2.8k? I think it was 4.8k, right? That's gonna be an insane grind if it was 4.8k points. I need to check it after this. Surely it must be 2.8k and not 4.8k. Maybe I remember it wrong. Yeah, this time let's save the support pick for last, and let's just go with my nukers and show him what I got, because I don't have any other choices anyway, so let him counter my nukers, and then I can also counter his team as well. There is no point saving my nuker as the last pick, because I don't have multiple nukers that I may use anyway, so... But if I did, then I think that tactic would be possible as well. But yeah, it's better to see that maybe I want to save, like, I don't know, maybe I want UDK or Python or something else on the last slot. Harima again. Yesterday when I did these fights, I got owned by one of those Hepraks, so maybe I should learn my lesson from that and ban it. But then if the last pick is like Warlord, I'm totally fucked, because these both can be nukers. I bet the last pick is Warlord, I can already tell. This guy has pretty good champions, so that would be my bet. These are still all kind of like meta champions. Maybe it could be Nakarada as well. Yeah, it was Warlord, of course it was. I knew it. Dude, we need to get a third, or like, we need to get more lockout champions, and we need to have one fusion that is lockout. Like, at this point of the game, I think it's fair. Like, everybody in this game should have access to lockout. Which one should I ban? Ah, fuck, I still must ban Warlord. Errol isn't gonna do shit against Warlord team, so there is no choice. Dude, this is literally gonna be like 1 hour of me doing like 5 fights. Yeah, this guy is level 86, so he can't have very insane gear. But of course he does have like Warlord and half of the meta champions at level 86. Yeah, Heprog is definitely turning out to be like a hard fight, like hard matchup. I hope I can get him someday. Like for live arena, he's definitely gonna be something that I could use. He can even kind of get around Baron, so... I mean, definitely he's not gonna be better than like Taras or Rodos, but he's kind of close up there. Fuck, the Harima damage mitigation against ignore defense skill is like insane. Like, I thought my Rotos would easily one-shot it, but it wasn't even close. Yeah, that was a hard fight against a level 86 player. I shouldn't be super... oh my god, it's actually 4.8k points as I feared. But yeah, I shouldn't be super impressed about winning that guy. And I almost lost, like it was kind of close. I could have totally lost the fight as well. Dude, 4.8k points. We're gonna have to do an insane amount of these fights to get here. Even, let's say that you win all of the fights, or most of them, this is gonna take insane amount of time. But maybe they will adjust the numbers, how much points we get per win. Like, maybe that's what they will do. That would make sense. We're only getting 5 points per win, which isn't a lot. Okay, let's do one more. I think, yeah, this is gonna be the last. Nah, fuck, I have 3 fights. Maybe I just need to do all of them. This is kind of very, very like tiresome though. Let's see what we get this time. Maybe I can finally pick something new instead of the same couple of champions that I use every fight. Definitely I will use Nakarada and Rodos every time, but maybe I could have some other options for the last 3 as well. Okay, this time I'm just gonna pick the nukers and then I have more room to maneuver on my support picks. Even those fights that Mortu might be usable, I'm not sure if I still want to use him because he is so like inconsistent. Yeah, Hebrak would definitely be nice because he could deal even with this team, even if I banned the Baron instead of Warlord. Again, I'm running kind of to the same issue that if like he's gonna ban Rotos, and then Errol is my nuker, and I must ban Warlord, there is no choice. Well, maybe I can stun him with... Well, actually, wait. Should I try something else? But yeah. Actually, I'll do something interesting here. Maybe I will go with Lydia and Brachus. Let's see what he will do against this. Wait, then I will not have any Reviver. He could still be Duchess as fuck. Fuck me. I was too slow. The AI made the choices for me. Yeah, maybe I should have picked Lydia and Brachus, and then if his last pick was a nuker, I could just... I could probably do pretty well and ban the Warlord. But the Kaimar actually isn't the worst option here, because now I have something that I can use against Lockout if I want to. I kind of do have to ban the Lockout though. Yeah, let's ban the Lockout. Maybe my Kaimar can CC his... Oh fuck, he's... yeah. Well, I kind of still have a chance, like either Kaimar or the Ukko now, maybe he can CC the nukers. If he can CC Leorios, then I can definitely win this, but this is not gonna be in my favor. It kind of depends which one he has fast. Okay, he has Leorios faster, which is the harder choice for me. Nice, the reaction on the Rotos procced, so maybe I'm actually good here. Yeah, these fights are gonna be super RNG. Like, if I actually live to get a turn, I'm definitely gonna beat this guy. Yeah. Can he one-shot? Yeah, of course he can. Well, it's fine. Should I kill both of the revivers? No, I should kill Leorios, yeah. Yeah, I can still lose this. This isn't really confirmed win yet. Yeah, no, fuck him. Let's see if he's gonna get turn and sleep my Rotos and... No? Okay, nice. Great job, Necrot. Revenge accessories doing some fine work there. Definitely, I have mentioned this before, but definitely getting refresh, revenge and reaction, all of them are worth losing stats. Now it depends on like champion and which one. Like maybe in some situations you want to get maximum damage output on some champions, like maybe on Baron you don't care about revenge accessories, but like oftentimes it's definitely worth losing stats, and on a champion like Rotos he will benefit out of all of them, like refresh, revenge and reaction, all of them is very good. Often people counter Rotoses with fast Rondas or Basileus, and against those like reaction in defense can win you fights, as it kind of did against this guy, because my Rotos didn't die to his Leorios. Okay, 2 more fights. Let's fucking do all of these fights today. Let's try to get as much as possible experience with this live arena. Yeah, I definitely want to try that Raman to nuker pick. That seemed very interesting choice. Yeah, let's just go with the usual stuff. I could use Nakarada as the last pick here. I'm kind of leaving room to it. If he doesn't have a lockout here, maybe I will just ban Delirious and pick UDK. UDK kind of has good matchup against Candy as well, though like it doesn't block the AoE, but it does block both of the A1 hits. But yeah, let's just go with the same judges. This kind of seems like a fair matchup. Like, I'm not insanely outmatched like in some of the other fights, so maybe this will be interesting. Maybe this guy has a very, very good gear though, because he has a lot of empowerment. Many of those other people that I thought didn't really have that good gear, so okay, we went first. I guess this should be easy win at this point. Yeah, I originally thought that all of the fights... Well, I guess I thought a bit of both of the ways. Like, sometimes these fights are gonna be a total wash and one side wins easily. And then sometimes it's gonna be a super, like, long stally fight. But I guess this fight was kind of easy-ish to me. And it is largely thanks to the fact that I built this Errol pretty fast. As you saw, he's like 207 speed, which is kind of fast for a nuker. Usually, often people build AoE nukers much slower than this. And I feel like it kind of works out better in classic arena, where you know the enemy matchups and you know what you're gonna fight against. But overall, like in this format, I feel like you definitely want to use fast nukers. You don't want to build any like, you don't want to use like 100 speed Baron that hits super hard but never gets a turn here. So, and like I've said before, people are definitely using a lot CC in this format and they're risking getting sheeped, but it definitely pays off. Like, here you don't care about the amount of time that the fight takes, you're just trying to win. And yeah, you don't care about the time, and then like the fights are very hectic. Like, sometimes if the enemy picks champions that you just can't beat, or you can't beat with the team that you picked, so you're not gonna get 100% win ratio anyway here, unlike people often have in classic arena. Yeah, some of these fights are fun, some of them are not fun at all, but overall this is very like time consuming and tiresome experience. I'm kind of curious if you guys have different opinions about this. Maybe you're finding it very interesting to like pick teams and do long fights, I'm not sure. I just feel like the long fights is not a good way to motivate me to play this like these formats of arena. Oh, he picked like defense scaling nuker with Siphi. That is kind of interesting. Basically, in the old meta, Siphi and Solus used to be very popular offense team together, but basically after blessings they haven't been used at all because it's very risky to use them. And like I said, in the live arena, people are taking a lot of risks and they like don't mind getting sheeped, so it's a bit different. Maybe I should, well, I guess most of my champions have sheep anyway, but I guess I can try to pick a lot of sheep against this target. But yeah, I'll just go with the same team. Should I go with my No, I'll go with them. My defense Duchess has a sheep, and this one in the stone skin doesn't, but it's okay. This one isn't gonna get like sleeped or stunned by the enemy at the start, so. Yeah, honestly, I wish I had more champions and I had more options to like play around and do different strategies, but it feels like the few different champions just are so much better than the others in general and on what I have on my account. So I could definitely use different teams, but I feel like every team I'm gonna do, I'm gonna at least use Necret and Rotos, and very often I'm also gonna use Duchess as well. This guy picked 3 nukers. That is kind of interesting. I guess I'll let him have 3 nukers. Yeah, let's ban the Duchess. I mean, I do have the stone skin Duchess, so he isn't gonna like destroy me at the start of the fight, and now he doesn't have AoE revive, so maybe I should have a decent matchup in this. But yeah, I'm at 1.1k points, and the maximum to get the progression rewards is 4.8k. So I sincerely hope that they are gonna increase the amount of points you get from win after this like live arena public beta test or whatever it's called. I was hoping maybe I could get a clean one shot, but it's good enough, I guess. Yeah, this is probably the fastest fight that I did so far. When he picked 3 nukers, his team was definitely very squishy, so. Yeah, I got one like 1 minute fight. I'm not really sure. Maybe he was like testing different kind of stuff here, but yeah, I don't think the triple nuker with this setup was the like a great choice. Like maybe if you have like double Taras and Rotos, then maybe then you can use 3 nukers, but not like this. Yeah, anyway, that's the fights for today. It took long time. I'm basically using the same team over and over again. I feel like the Errol did kind of okay, but I was kind of hoping more out of this. Like, this Errol is in pretty good gear, and I was hoping that he would stomp some teams. And I feel like the teams that I won, like, I could have basically used any nuker against them. It wasn't really thanks to Errol that I won those fights, so I could have used Dark Elhain or Tranda as well. Yeah, I kind of want to try defense or HP scaling nukers, but I just they don't seem to hit. Like, I don't have those best choices. Anyway, I think that's it for this video. Like, the next video is definitely gonna be something else than live arena, and I kind of need to like marinate on this and maybe slowly try some stuff in live arena. But I don't want to be too negative, but definitely so far I'm not really like this isn't type of arena content that I wanted to see, so it is what it is. But I hope you guys are enjoying this content more, and if you do, then tell me why I'm wrong and why this content is very fun. But anyway, that's it for this video, and thanks a lot for watching.